My name is Charles Ardinger, and I'll be working with you in your English 100 class as your instructor. Since I'll be getting to know you fairly well through the writing you'll be doing for this class, which I will read, I figure it's only fair that I introduce myself to you and tell you a little bit about myself. I also want to explain some features of the class that may not be obvious as we continue. So to begin with, my name, again, is Charles Ardinger. I've been working here at Coastline College since 2013 in the English department, starting as a tutor and having become an instructor. I want to stress that my specialty in the English department is English grammar. I love English grammar. I love to talk about English grammar and think about English grammar and answer questions about English grammar. So, if you have any questions about English grammar as we continue, I very much hope that you'll email me. I know that you have my email address because it is the return address of the email that I sent you to show you this video. And that's a little bit about me. I want to continue this introduction by showing you some features of our class that you'll need to know about as we continue. So this is the home page for English 100, and you can tell it's the home page for English 100 because of this very fancy logo, which I created myself, and I'm very proud of. More importantly, though, as you look at this home page, you'll see some features that will help you as you continue through class. I first want to point out the announcements. I will make an announcement at least once a week about issues of grammar or issues that concern the class, and you can help yourself by reading those announcements. The way to do that is, from this home page, simply click the title of the announcement that you want to read. It will have a date and a topic. So when you click that, you go to a screen that looks like this. You see an announcement that looks like this, and you can read that at your leisure. So let's go back home. And I want to show you also this to-do list. Here you have a list of the assignments that you will be doing and their due dates. So you can see that coming up you've got an announcement to read. You've got a quiz to complete. You have a discussion to post in. And next week, again, another assignment, excuse me. Now you may be wondering how you will know how well you did in these assignments. And the way to find out that is to look at grades here on this menu on the left side of the page. When you click that, you will get a list of the assignments in this class, and you'll know which ones you have done because they will have a score. This particular student, who I must confess is me, did not do very well on this first assignment. And so it might be useful to see what the instructor might have said about the assignment to do better on future assignments. And the way to do that is to click on the name of the assignment, and that will bring you to a screen that looks like this. It will have the name of the assignment, it will say submission details, and it will include a comment. You will see this comment immediately as you open the page. On every written assignment, I will make a comment of this kind. I'll tell you what I liked, what I didn't like so much about the assignment, what could improve, and any other advice that might occur to me as I'm reading. But that is not the only way that you can get feedback on your assignments. First of all, you will notice that I grade the assignments using a rubric, which is a list of criteria and points associated with them, so you'll know what points you got for what aspect of your assignment. The way to look at the rubric is to go to this link that says Show Rubric and click it. There you will see this rubric of what this assignment does. It follows the text pattern closely, which will make more sense to you as we continue. It does not, however, include an introduction and conclusion, so it gets 0 points for that reason. That is one way that you can learn more about how you did on your assignment. Another way, and let's get rid of this rubric right now, is to look at this link that says View Feedback. Clicking this link will produce, eventually, with the speed of computer technology, a smaller copy of the submission that you submitted. Now, this seems like a very small copy, but the window that my camera uses is smaller than my screen, so when you look at it on your own screen, it will probably be of a size that you can read more easily. As we look at this copy of your submission, notice that these pinkish purple letters form a sentence that I have written directly on your work. I will use these annotations to point out aspects of grammar in what you've done. I will make suggestions for more academic word choices. Also, notice that some portions are highlighted. This highlighted annotation will lead you along this dotted line to a text box that will have a comment in it. That way I can make more specific comments on your work directly. Furthermore, I hope you enjoy the sound of my cat, who likes to involve herself in my recordings. Finally, as we return to the home page, I'd like to show you one more important aspect of our class. You'll notice as you look at our home page that I offer office hours via Zoom. Office hours are non-mandatory opportunities for you to meet me in a more personal way. We can talk face-to-face about things that are happening in class or about things that are happening in our lives, as if we were both actual people. So, the way to involve yourself in these office hours is to go to this link, again in the left-hand menu, that says Confer Zoom. When you press this link, you'll find yourself looking at a page that looks like this. It is a schedule. You'll notice that this Monday, October 19th, there is an event from 6:30 to 8 p.m. That is the office hour meeting to which I refer. You can come at 6:30 or later. You don't have to stay the entire time, and as I've said, the visit itself is not mandatory. But it is, I think, useful, and I enjoy them. So I think you will too. The way to get to the Zoom meeting is simply to click the link and follow the instructions that you will read on your screen, and that will give you an opportunity to have a conversation with me, if that's what you want to do. And those are the aspects of the class that I think need explanation. If you see anything else that needs explanation, please do email me and ask a question about it. It all makes sense to me, so I don't know what doesn't make sense to someone else. I want to finish this introduction by thanking you for enrolling in the class. As might be obvious, without students there would be no need for teachers, so thank you for helping me feel needed. And also, as always, thank you for your time and attention.